Okay. Okay, first I will share my screen with you so I can write down your homework. Here. Here we go. Can you see my screen now? Okay. First, let's do a very quick review or very quick recap. What can you remember from our lesson last time? What did we talk about? Yes.
The time.
Yes, correct. Time. What else?
Earth.
Yes, Earth. Okay, very good. And the time zone.
Yes.
Talk about time zone. Here, so speaking of time zone, it's part of your homework. So first, let's answer your homework. The articles or the text that we read. Now let's do your homework. I gave you, I think, 4 homework. So first question. It's here. Name the time zone opposite to Vietnam. Or name, yes.
The
Country.
a country.
Yes. Time
Three.
zone. Okay, what are those country are?
America, Canada, and Arizona.
Good job. Very good. So the time in Vietnam now is
Eh, eh, 11.
it's 6:56 p.m. and
Yeah.
in America it's 6:56 a.m. It's morning. It's morning in Arizona, Canada, and America. Okay, good job. Okay, now let's go to your question number 2. Find another way to tell time without using sun or clock. Do you know any ways to time tell without using your clock? No? How about, do you know what a sand is? I'll show you something. If you don't have a clock, you can use this one for a while.
Oh,
Ta-da!
oh.
Yes. It's like a,
And
yes, hand timer. What you will do is you just have to flip this sand. So you can buy it on the store. Sometimes when you flip this sand, it will give you 1 hour before it runs out. Some would give you minutes before it runs out. Okay. So we're done with question number 2. This is your for your homework. What did At what time did the sun set last night? Or today? How about today? Did you record the sunset?
It is at 8 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock in Vietnam.
Yes, 6 p.m.
Okay. So in Philippines, I think our sunset, our sun set at 5:54. This is the time of our sunset, 5:54 p.m. Okay, finally, this is our last question. Name all the planets and tell me which planet is your favorite. Can you name all the planets?
Uh,
First planet,
Gemini.
Mercury. Okay. Next, so you have one planet. What else? What other planet can you name? So we have Mercury. Mercury is the planet.
Mercury,
Yes.
Venus,
Okay, good job.
Earth,
Huh?
Mars,
Mars.
Jupiter,
Okay.
Saturn,
Saturn. Very good.
Uranus,
Venus. Okay.
Neptune.
Okay, very good. Good job. So these are all 8 planets. Okay. When I was your age, our teacher taught us that there are 9 planets, and it's Pluto.
Yes.
But some scientists say that Pluto is actually not a planet. This is not included anymore. Okay, so good job. And here we have another one question here. Tell me which is your favorite planet? Her teacher's favorite planet is Saturn because Saturn has a ring. There's a ring around it. How about you? What's your favorite planet? Do you have a favorite planet?
Earth,
Saturn. Yes. Your favorite planet is Earth.
who can live.
Yes, because human can live. Okay, very good explanation. Good job, Min. Okay, so you did your homework very well. So good job to you. So on Friday, if you will listen to me on Friday, I will not give you homework. So you have to give me a good performance next meeting. But for your homework, good job. You got all the answers correct. Very good. Okay. Now let's continue with our lesson. So here we will learn about grammar. Of course, we have here will. Will is used when we're talking about the future. So use will to talk about future facts. Remember, yes, a fact is something that is true. So you can't use will if you're not giving a true sentence. So, like this one, in 2 hours it will be noon where you live. On the other side of the world, it won't be noon, it will be 12 at night. So, like Here, in 2 hours, it will be evening in Vietnam. So, on the other side of the world, it won't be evening, it will be morning in 2 hours. So use will. And for telling time, if you see this 3 and then 45, it is pronounced as 3:45. 6:09, this is pronounced as 6:09. Remember the 0 should be pronounced as O. So not 6:09 but 6:09. Okay, I think you understand well my explanation. So let's go to our activity. Here, first activity, fill in the blanks to make future facts. How do you make a future facts? Like this. It's 8 p.m. In 2 hours. What what should we put in the blank? If you want to indicate something.
It will be
Yes. Good job. It will be. Can you read number 2 and give me your answer?
uh,
Yes. Okay, very good. Number 3. Can you read this one?
now it's 8 hours. It will be 7 p.m.
Very good. Do you think your answers are all correct? So here, now it's 7 a.m. 7 a.m. In 8 hours, it will be 11 a.m. Is this correct? Look at your answer for number 3. Do the math. To, now it's 7 a.m. 7 plus 8. At 7 a.m. we will add 8 hours. So if we have a clock, here I will show you a clock. See, there's a clock. Here we have a clock here. So remember, you said now it's 7 a.m. In 8 hours, it will be 11 a.m. Is this a fact? So here's the time, 7 a.m. And then we will count 8 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3 o'clock p.m.
So this will become it won't be. Okay. Very good. Okay. Now we have another activity here. Make a chart like this one, then talk about time with your partner. So let's talk about time. So the time in Vietnam right now is 7. Let's just put it 7 p.m. So in 2 hours, it will be 9 a.m. I mean 9 p.m. How about in 4 hours? What time will it be in 4 hours? So just add 7, add 4 hours.
7.
It's 11. Okay. Okay. Now, in 7 hours, It will be 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 in the morning. This is in 7 hours. How about in 10 hours? What time will it be?
2 o'clock p.m.
So add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5. 5 a.m. Yes, because right now it's 7 a.m.
I don't know what.
7 a.m. Okay, 7. Add 10 hours. So 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is p.m. I'm so sorry. This is p.m. So it will be 5 a.m. It will be morning. After 10 hours, it will be very early in the morning. 7 a.m. I mean 5 a.m.
Oh.
Okay, you get it. Okay, now last one. If right now it's 7, here we have 7 p.m. What time will it be in 24 hours? It's 24 hours.
2 hours.
It will become how many hours do we have in one day? How many hours do we have in one day?
24 hours.
Okay, we have 24 hours. So if right now it's 7 a.m., we will add 24 hours. I mean, right now it's 7 p.m., then we will add 24 hours. After 24 hours, what time will it be? Here. So, right now it's 7 p.m. In
2 o'clock p.m. Yeah.
24 hours, it will be
7 o'clock p.m.
okay, very good. Now you know how to tell time, so I guess we will practice what you learned. Telling time and temperature. So first, we will listen to a track and you will have to supply the correct temperature and sunrise and sunset time. First,
Yes.
okay, very good. So you have paper and pen with you. So first, we will listen for the temperature. Okay, now let's start.
Page 74. Listening. A. Listen. Write the high and low temperatures for each city. Ankara, Turkey.
Good evening. Tomorrow is June 21st, the first day of summer and the longest day of the year. Here in Ankara, the sun will rise at 4:54 a.m. and it will set at 6:59 p.m. The weather tomorrow will be hot and sunny. The high temperature will be 34 degrees Celsius and the low temperature will be 21.
Stockholm, Sweden.
Good evening, and welcome to the weather for the Stockholm area. Tomorrow is June 21st, the first day of summer. Unfortunately, it will rain most of the day tomorrow. The low temperature will be 10 degrees Celsius, but it will reach 20 degrees in the afternoon. The sun will rise at 3:31 a.m. and it will set at 10:08 p.m.
Santiago, Chile.
Good evening. Tomorrow is June 21st, the shortest day of the year. The sun will rise at 7:47 a.m. and it will set at 5:43 p.m. There will be clear skies with a high temperature of 19 degrees Celsius and a low of 10 degrees. Enjoy your day.
Okay, so it's time to answer this activity.
I love
For high temperature,
I love
okay, how high is the temperature in Ankara? Did you take note?
yes.
What did you take note? Just the low temperature? So what's the temperature in Ankara? Would you like to listen again? Okay, so listen again, okay? Just focus on the temperature. Just the temperature, the high and low temperature. Take note of their temperature. Now let's do this again.
Page 74. Listening. A. Listen. Write the high and low temperatures for each city. Ankara, Turkey.
Good evening. Tomorrow is June 21st, the first day of summer and the longest day of the year. Here in Ankara, the sun will rise at 4:54 a.m. and it will set at 6:59 p.m. The weather tomorrow will be hot and sunny. The high temperature will be 34 degrees Celsius and the low temperature will be 21.
Stockholm, Sweden.
Good evening, and welcome to the weather for the Stockholm area. Tomorrow is June 21st, the first day of summer. Unfortunately, it will rain most of the day tomorrow. The low temperature will be 10 degrees Celsius, but it will reach 20 degrees in the afternoon. The sun will rise at 3:31 a.m. and it will set at 10:08 p.m.
Santiago, Chile.
Good evening. Tomorrow is June 21st, the shortest day of the year. The sun will rise at 7:47 a.m. and it will set at 5:43 p.m. There will be clear skies with a high temperature of 19 degrees Celsius and a low of 10 degrees. Enjoy your day.
It's okay. Okay. So I noticed that in Sweden you're making faces.
I don't know.
How about the low? Do you know the low?
Low temperature.
Is how many? So yes, okay, 21 degrees Celsius. And the high is? It's hot in Ankara. The temperature is 34 degrees Celsius. Okay, now let's go to Sweden. Okay, so
And low temperature.
yes, the low temperature is 10. How about the high temperature? Okay, starts with, what's the second number? Okay, 20. Very good. Okay, now for Santiago, Chile.
19.
Okay, and the low is?
10.
Yes, 10. Just like Sweden. Okay, very good. Now let's go to the time. So we will listen again. This time, focus on the time of sunset and sunrise.
Page 74. B. Listen again. Write the times. Ankara, Turkey.
Good evening. Tomorrow is June 21st, the first day of summer and the longest day of the year. Here
Okay, sorry. Okay, again.
Page 74. B. Listen again. Write the times. Ankara, Turkey.
Good evening. Tomorrow is June 21st, the first day of summer and the longest day of the year. Here in Ankara, the sun will rise at 4:54 a.m. and it will set at 6:59 p.m. The weather tomorrow will be hot and sunny. The high temperature will be 34 degrees Celsius and the low temperature will be 21.
Stockholm, Sweden.
Good evening, and welcome to the weather for the Stockholm area. Tomorrow is June 21st, the first day of summer. Unfortunately, it will rain most of the day tomorrow. The low temperature will be 10 degrees Celsius, but it will reach 20 degrees in the afternoon. The sun will rise at 3:31 a.m. and it will set at 10:08 p.m.
Santiago, Chile.
Good evening. Tomorrow is June 21st, the shortest day of the year. The sun will rise at 7:47 a.m. and it will set at 5:43 p.m. There will be clear skies with a high temperature of 19 degrees Celsius and a low of 10 degrees. Enjoy your day.
Okay.
Page 74. B. Listen again. Write the times. Ankara, Turkey.
Good evening. Tomorrow is June 21st, the first day of summer and the longest day of the year. Here in Ankara, the sun will rise at 4:54 a.m. and it will set at 6:59 p.m. The weather tomorrow will be hot and sunny. The high temperature will be 34 degrees Celsius and the low temperature will be 21.
Stockholm, Sweden.
Good evening, and welcome to the weather for the Stockholm area. Tomorrow is June 21st, the first day of summer. Unfortunately, it will rain most of the day tomorrow. The low temperature will be 10 degrees Celsius, but it will reach 20 degrees in the afternoon. The sun will rise at 3:31 a.m. and it will set at 10:08 p.m.
Santiago, Chile.
Good evening. Tomorrow is June 21st, the shortest day of the year. The sun will rise at 7:47 a.m. and it will set at 5:43 p.m. There will
Okay. Okay, very good. Sunset. How about the sunset? 6:59. Okay, now let's go to Sweden. Stockholm, Sweden. That's okay. What's the sunrise in Stockholm, Sweden? What's the time of sunrise? Here. You catch that? So 3. It's 3:31. How about the sunset?
10.
Okay, very good. 10:08. Okay, good job with the 08. Here, how about in Santiago, Chile?
7.
7? 7:47. Okay. And the sunset. Okay. Let's go because after this we will watch video again. Okay. Good job. Here, you got the correct answer. Very good. Now we're done practicing how to tell time and taking notes of temperature. here. We will watch a video. In this video, you will learn how to tell time. So watch very carefully because after this we will have activities to practice your ability to tell time. Let's start.
AM and PM and the 24-hour clock. AM and PM are abbreviations that tell us whether the time occurs in the morning or in the afternoon or evening. AM occurs in the morning. It stands for ante-meridiem, which means before midday. You can think of it as before noon. PM occurs in the afternoon and evening. It stands for post-meridiem, which means after midday. You can think of it as afternoon. In the AM-PM system of time, which is what most people use and what you are used to seeing, a 12-hour clock is used. That means that the morning goes up until 12 o'clock noon. It starts over again with 1 o'clock and goes through 12 o'clock midnight.
Like you can collect coins in the year 1950.
In contrast, a 24-hour clock does not start over after 12 o'clock noon. The next hour, which we normally think of as 1 o'clock p.m., is 1300, then 1400, etc. Time goes all the way up until 2400 midnight, which can also be called 0000 because it is the start of the next day.
The last century.
Let's look at a few examples. What is 7 o'clock p.m. on a 24-hour clock? 7 o'clock p.m. is afternoon, so this is 7 hours past 12 o'clock. We can simply add 12 plus 7 equals 19. Answer, 1900. Note that AM and PM are not used with a 24-hour clock. It is 2110 hours. What time is it on a regular 12-hour clock? It is past noon, so let's subtract 12 hours to see how far past noon it is. 21 minus 12 equals 9, so it is 9:10. The minutes won't change. It is PM because it is afternoon.
Okay, I sent it to you.
On a 24-hour clock, it is 6:55. What time is it on a 12-hour clock with AM, PM? Since it is less than 12 o'clock, the time will not change.
So yes, right? There are
This is before noon, so it is AM. Answer, 6:55 AM. What is 12:05 PM on a 24-hour clock? 12:05 p.m. is just barely in the afternoon, but we don't need to change the time at all because it hasn't yet started over with 1 o'clock. Answer: 12:05. This makes sense because if we were to subtract 12 hours and get 0:05, this would only be 5 minutes into the day. That's the time right after midnight, not right after noon. Let's recall what you have learned so far.
Okay, so we're done. Anyway, here's the summary of what we learned. As you can see, we have the meaning of AM and PM. Sorry. Okay. So here's the summary of what we watched or what we learned. So for AM, this is for morning. It stands for anti-meridian. And PM, we use that for afternoon, and it stands for post-meridian. And here, for 24-hour clock, it does not start over after 12 noon. So the next hour is 13, then 14 until we reach 24. Okay? Okay, that's too much information for you. Let's see if you understand what you just watched. So you have to use math. Look, we have clock. Okay. Are you good in math? Are you good in numbers? Okay, so I expect you to ace this exam or this exercise here. For number 1, so you have to tell the time below. So here, you have to tell time below. Look at the clock. For number 1, what's the time? It's 2. Again. I just heard you saying 2. Yes, 2.
June 22.
2. Is this? I will write again. 2. 24. Okay, 2:40. Okay, how about this one?
Half past 7.
Okay, 7:30. Okay, so remember, as we proceed, we will reach until the 24 hours or 24th hour. So number 3.
One,
Yes, quarter to 7. Are you sure it's quarter to 7? I'm just playing with you.
Why then two?
6. Okay.
God.
Okay, I would like quarter to 6. Here, number 4. This is
Quarter to six.
hmm, look at number 4.
Quarter to six.
Number 4 is quarter to 6.
Yes. Oh no no.
Number 4 is
Aparte.
okay. How about number 5?
Six. 20.
Okay, 6:20.
Tipas.
Next is
25.
again. Number 6 is
Six.
look at the time. This is number 6. This is the shorthand and longhand.
11. 22.
22.
Yes. 22.
Okay, this is what you said. It's 11:22. Is this a
Two.
okay?
Not two. Two.
11 to
22.
okay. So you said okay. Here, for here, it's not 11:22. If we say 22, 5, 10, 15, 20, it should be here. Let's use the 24-hour clock. We're past the 20. I mean, we have passed the 12 hours. So what time will it be? It will become. Are you tired?
Yeah.
And also, you have to make your voice louder. Teacher can't hear you. So this will become 23. How about you type your answer? Because I can't hear you very clear. Can you type your answer?
11:22.
This is what I'm hearing. 11,
22.
20.
No, no.
Is this correct? Can you type your answer? This is what I'm hearing. Okay. 11:22. To what? 11:22.
Two. That's all.
This is all? Okay. How about number 7? 10 to
Quarter
quarter to 10. Okay, 8.
3 o'clock.
Okay, and 9. Last, before we go to next slide.
12. 21.
Okay. Okay, so anyway, we're done here. Next meeting, we will just do a review for your class. So here, let's just go to this slide. So this is for your speaking. Pick a city, decide what time the sun will rise and set tomorrow. Decide what the weather will be like tomorrow. Tell a partner. First, we will listen to an audio. So this is our last audio to that we have to listen to.
Page 74. Speaking. C. Pick a city. Decide what time the sun will rise and set tomorrow. Decide what the weather will be like tomorrow. Tell a partner.
In Sao Paulo, the sun will rise tomorrow at 5 a.m. and it will set at 7 p.m. The weather tomorrow will be sunny and windy.
In Istanbul, the sun will rise tomorrow at 6 a.m. and it will set at 6:30 p.m. The weather tomorrow will be cloudy and cool.
Okay, now it's time for you to make your sentence. So let's make this fast.
Istanbul.
Okay.
Sun will rise. The sun will tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And it will set at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, it will set at 3:30,
Six
6:30
thirty.
p.m. Okay. How about the weather? Yeah, the weather will be, you decide what kind of weather would you like it to be. Will it be rainy? Will it be sunny or windy? The weather, you can say the weather tomorrow will be hot and sunny. Look at here, they added the weather. Yes. Or tomorrow, or the weather tomorrow will be rainy. Yes. Go to the next slide. So here, this is for your writing and also for your grammar. So writing study. Definite article, the. We use the before a country name. So the Vietnam, the Philippines, the Istanbul, the Turkey. So before a country. Or when the country name is plural, such as the United States. Because within the United States, there are several countries. And when the country name has the word kingdom or republic, such as the United Kingdom or the Republic of South Korea or the Republic of Philippines. Okay? She lives in France, who lives in the United States, who live in the United Kingdom. So we will use the for each of these nouns. The, not a. So here. Read the sentence, insert the word the when it is needed. So number 1, do we have our answer here? I grew up in the United Kingdom. Number 2, read and
I traveled to the Republic of Ireland.
Okay, republic. Yes, public. Okay, number 3.
I'd say that the New Zealand is a beautiful country.
Good job. Number 4.
Sleep in the Philippines.
In the okay, 5.
I want to visit the Bahamas one day.
6.
Auckland is lying about the United Arab Emirates.
Okay, this is united. Okay, very good. Not united. What you said was united. Okay, so here, a while ago I asked you about planets. You gave me all the names of the planets. So now we will watch a video about planets. Start.
We can see the whole solar system from here. I think we can hear it from here too.
We are the planets of the solar system, different sizes for everyone. The music never ends, we are such good friends, and we all orbit the sun.
Here comes the sun, rapping first on this track from the beginning. I'm the center of the solar system, planets be spinning around me. So hot, I'm roasting, you see. Now I pass the mic to the planet closest to me.
Mercury, the smallest planet, small as Earth's moon. I get super hot and cold, and it's been very slow. I'm Venus, I got mountains and volcanoes that spray. I'm the same size as Earth, but spin the opposite way.
Yeah, I'm Earth, I'm the home to every boy and girl.
Such a beautiful, beautiful world.
On Mars, a red planet, I got deserts and ice, and I've got 2 moons. That's like 1 moon twice.
I'm Jupiter, the biggest planet. I'm humongous, gargantuan. I spin the.
Oh, sorry.
We can see the whole solar system from here. I think we can hear it from here too.
We are the planets of the solar system, different sizes for everyone. The music never ends, we are such good friends, and we all orbit the sun.
Here comes the sun, rapping first on this track from the beginning. I'm the center of the solar system, planets be spinning around me. So hot, I'm roasting, you see. Now I pass the mic to the planet closest to me.
Mercury, the smallest planet, small as Earth's moon. I get super hot and cold, and it's been very slow. I'm Venus, I got mountains and volcanoes that spray. I'm the same size as Earth, but spin the opposite way.
Yeah, I'm Earth, I'm the home to every boy and girl.
Such a beautiful, beautiful world.
On Mars, a red planet, I got deserts and ice, and I've got 2 moons. That's like 1 moon twice.
I'm Jupiter, the biggest planet. I'm humongous, gargantuan. I spin the fastest, rap the fastest. Plus I'm handsome, blam son.
Oh please, I'm Saturn. Check out my beautiful rings, made up of billions of rocks, dust, and other things.
I'm Uranus. I say that with pride. Okay, I lied. I'm embarrassed because I'm the only planet lying on its side.
I'm Neptune. I'm cold, dark, windy, and mysterious. I'm very stormy.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. We're having problems. But anyway, so those are the planets. We'll also give you a copy of the video because you will need this to do your homework. Here's the video. Ta-da! Okay, can you see the video now?
Yes.
Okay, because our time is almost, we are almost running out of time. So I will just give you your homework and give you corrections later. So for your homework, you have to answer these questions. So you have to answer that set of questions. Now for your pronunciation, you have to practice your republic and united. These are 2 words that you mispronounced. And on Friday, we will do more speaking. Is that your friend or your relative?
That is my relative.
There are so many people in your house.
Today, they go. Yeah. You play with me?
Oh, they play with you. So does that mean you don't have any homework from your school?
Tomorrow. Have less.
Yes. Okay, but tonight you just enjoy your time with your relatives and play. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, Min. So on Friday, hi. What's her name?
Her name is. Yeah.
Can she speak English? Who,
Yes, she can English.
who's better, you or her? Who can speak better between you two? Do you think you're better at English?
I, uh, right.
Two.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, anyway, I can see that she's calling for you. I think she wants to play with you now. So I'm gonna let you go. So and also I have to go. So thank you so much for your time, Min. You're doing better now. I hope on Friday you will continue your good performance. So thank you so much. And good night, Min. Enjoy your time playing with your relative. Bye.